Hello and welcome. Looking live at James Cotter Field. My name is Joe Henry. Happy to be with you this afternoon as we get set for a Little East Conference women's soccer matchup just underway here between the Keene State Owls and the UMass-Boston Beacons right here on Flow Sports. Thanks for tuning in. Now back out to Maddie Moore. Tries to find her way into the box. She gets by a couple Keene State defenders. She's in the box. Kind of a cross in the box right there. She can't quite get there in time. Back to the Beacons possession-wise. Now booted on by Saab. Now to Tschudin, who'll kind of give it a shot right there. It will go down as a shot. The ball is just kind of lofted in the air towards Matier, who was able to easily corral it. Tschudin, for just a second, is able to find a teammate right here. Now Keene State kind of works it back towards their back four. To Saab for a second. Now gives it to Emily O'Connell. O'Connell crosses towards the box. Is anybody home? There is indeed a shot right there from Keene State, easily controlled by Matier. The Owls. That's Allison Kenyon. We'll hear from her. She'll have a shot. It's going to go wide right there. But now the Owls with it, trying to possess a touch right here to clear the ball. However, headed back towards Keene State side by Salato. First contact right here. Plays it to Matier, who's going to play it as a live ball. Now giving it a boot right here, and that was pretty close. A lot more dangerous than we initially thought at James Cotter Field. Now another boot here as Kaylee Cormier played it back towards Elise Saab, who stepped up from her outside back spot just in front of us right here. Now Hallidan wins it away from Leland right there. Toletti to Shalmo. Shalmo is going to give it a boot from about 40 yards out right there. And that's going to be a shot from Sophia Shalmo that just went right there. Played defensively right there. However, moves his attempted clearance. Goes right back to the Owls. Back to Tschudin in the midfield. Who's now going to give it a touch back right there to Emily O'Connell. That was a nice one touch from Tschudin right to O'Connell. Already the referee blows his whistle. She delivers it into the box. Headed on by Regan. The header, however, just goes high. Oh, Luca right here. Luca boots it over the top towards Shalmo. Sasha Wood now back to Shalmo right there. Shalmo is going to give it a boot. And Drisky has to go into the dive. She can't quite control it for a second. Now her teammate almost kind of had to touch it back to her. One final throw in here for the first half, taken by Kylie Marshall for the Beacons. She tried to play the short as time was dwindling in that first half. We have reached halftime here at James Cotter Field. Scoreless advantage in overall shots right here. Saw a couple of decent chances for both teams thus far. This one's crossed towards the box right there, but cut off by Matier. Now plays it wide right here. The Beacons perhaps have a dangerous opportunity right here. On the counterattack. Waiting for help right there. Is Tschudin back towards Raposa. Raposa towards Tschudin, who gives it a header towards Matier, who's able to control it. Regan, who wins it back for the Beacons. Now do we have something here? Saab tried to play it right there. However, Salato came up with it. Now she's going to play it to Shalmo. The shot in, and it's a goal for the Beacons right there. Salato won the ball in the midfield, played it through to Shalmo, who didn't even really get too much on the shot right there, as she was closely guarded by an Owls defender. Somehow Shalmo got enough on it for her team leading in Little East Conference, leading 6th goal of the season. Shalmo waits for her teammates to join her. Makes the defender miss. However, the shot was blocked. She gets it right back. Goes off the post, however, it looked like. And it looked like Amanda Regan notes. That was Letty right there that also got a second attempt on it right there. After the shot from Shalmo, it looked like went off the frame. Now here comes Keene State. Kylie Raposa quickly on the counterattack. The shot denied by Matier. In 2023, she was elected into the LEC Hall of Fame. The loose ball from Kondash falls at the feet of Shalmo, who gives it a boot just over the top right there for the free kick. She boots it long. Not quite able to, nobody really there. Nobody really in a dangerous place for the Beacons. Quickly one back for the Owls as O'Connell plays it over the top to Tschudin. Tschudin gives it a look, and she scores off the volley right there. That was a heck of a ball over the top right there from Emily O'Connell. Tschudin played it off the volley for a moment and then beat Mateer with a shot upper 90. And just like that, the Owls are able to respond with 23:48 to play here in the second half. We are all tied at 1 apiece. Eventually finds the feet of Maddie Moore, plays it back to Andrea Rivera, who's dispossessed by Tschudin. Tschudin does get a shot on it, not too much on that one play. I'm gonna venture to think she's gonna take a shot. Jamo lines up, she takes a shot, the low boot goes just wide right there. Baseball kick in the air, trying to find a teammate. Now she perhaps does find Kylie Raposa right here. A late chance. Raposa couldn't quite corral it, however. It just goes high. Lines up, she ready, she delivers. Gonna find it long, headed on there for a second by Bryn Dickinson. 1:12 to play now. Here come the Beacons once again. A long touch right there by McKenna Hallinan, who actually gave it a rip towards goal. Chipped up in the air, going down right there as Kenyon and Kondash collided. No foul called. Kenyon kind of boots it away towards the other side of the field. Bryn Dickinson almost runs into Shalmo. That's gonna do it right here. We have reached zeros on the clock. Your final score today is Keene State Owls 1 and the UMass-Boston Beacons 1. As the Beacons now 4-3-2 on the season, 0-1-1 in the Little East, while Keene State on the year 2-4-5 overall and 0-0-3 in the Little East. The third straight draw in Little East play for the Owls.